Se cumplen 20 años del estreno del alucinante viaje de Bill and Ted y conversé con su diseñador de producción, con Snyder, con quien charlamos sobre cuáles fueron las partes que más le gustaron y cuáles las que menos le gustaron de esta película protagonizada por Alex Winter y Keanu Reeves, todo en este cortito pero interesante informe sobre Bill and Ted 2.
We now return to Mira Akien and Contre with our latest interview.
So I had the meeting and I read the script and English Castle and all that. And I asked them what the budget was and I turned it down because I didn't think they have enough money for me to do a good job. So the reason I got the next film was because Scott Kroof, the producer, called me and said, "We want you to do Bill and Ted 2." And by the way, I like Bill and Ted 1. I thought it was a lot of fun. And he said, "And this time we have money, so come and do the film."
How's it hanging, Def?
But they're having one hell of a time.
This is not what I expected this place to look like at all.
We got totally lied to by our album covers, man.
We built a lot of sets on stage, but the stages that they choose were not appropriate for what we were doing. So I'll send you a photograph. I built half the set in height, and the rest is all computer generated CGI set extension. Because around that time, you know, they started to have the ability to do that. So they built a complete visual effects company for that movie. So we had the best of everyone. And they were all Blade Runner guys who I knew. All the nightmare sets were all in forced perspective.
Now, they are history. Bill and Ted are dead.
Welcome to hell.
You see, for me, when something is written, you know, it's easy for me to take the words and put them into pictures. So they said, okay, he goes to hell, but they never said anything about forced perspective. That was my decision. It's very difficult to build those sets because as you diminish the perspective like this, that means the floor has to rise up too.
Yeah.
Because not only this plane, but the roof in that has to come down like that. So it was a lot of work for the construction department, but they were my guys. And I remember the day they brought in a company to do carpeting on the stairs, an outside company from the studio, and they were so confused because the steps were all like this, and they said, "What the hell is this?" You know, couldn't figure out how to do it.
Dude, where are we? I don't know. Maybe we should try one of these doors.
When we built the tunnel, you know, when they go through the iron tunnel to open all the doors into hell, Pete Hewitt asked me to build it very small so everyone would have to get down. So what I did was, for Oliver Wood, I built into the floor a dolly track so they could take the dolly and push it right through the set without having to put the rubber tires and all that. So it would be always straight, like a railroad, you know, like a mini railroad. And I remember when they did that shot of where Keanu Reeves smashes into the wall, the dolly grip guy was running as fast as he could. And behind him, a guy with the cable that's connected to the camera. So it was quite a feat. And I thought it turned out great. And I got to work with George Carlin, you know, a famous comedian.
You may challenge me to a contest, but if you lose, you will remain here in the afterlife forever.
Oh, yeah, he's great. We are from the same hometown in New York. So he told me, and everyone probably knows by now, when he came in to audition for the part, he did an Eastern European dialect and no one asked him to do it. And I think that helped him get the job.
Yeah.
But I thought he was great.
Station.
The only part of that movie that I never cared for was the station thing, you know, the monster thing. That was the end of the movie for me. I never cared for that at all. I don't know why they did it. I thought it was a mistake, but I did like the robotics that were done. When Bill and Ted are killed, for example, and they're at the bottom. We did all of the black and white in camera.
What happened? Ted? We're dead, dude.
Makeup, costume, everything was actual black and white in camera. And of course, then put into visual effects and enhance. But we started out with real images. So that was a lot of fun. And it was a big hit.
Left hand red.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.